3.
BT!
Protect the pilot.
Titanfall 2 is a fast-paced first-person shooter that blends smooth parkour movement with intense shootouts. Developed by Respawn Entertainment, it features a captivating single-player campaign where you bond with your Titan, BT, creating an unforgettable human-robot dynamic. The game's mechanics emphasize mobility, with wall running, double jumping, and cloaking. Multiplayer shines with innovative modes like Bounty Hunt, emphasizing teamwork and strategic play. With a gripping story and exhilarating multiplayer, Titanfall 2 is a standout in the FPS genre. Doom is a first-person shooter that revitalizes the iconic series with high-speed combat and a robust arsenal of weapons. Players assume the role of the Doom Slayer, a formidable warrior awakened to confront demonic forces that have overrun a Martian research facility. The game emphasizes swift movement and relentless action, encouraging players to stay on the move and engage in close-quarters combat. The single-player campaign features 13 levels, each offering multiple pathways and open areas to explore. Players can discover collectibles, secrets, and upgrades to enhance their equipment. The Glory Kill mechanic allows players to replenish health by executing melee attacks on weakened enemies, adding a visceral element to the gameplay. In Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition, you become Grayson Hunt, a disgraced assassin stranded on the decaying resort planet Stygia. Torn between revenge and survival, you tear through waves of mutants and outlaws in an over-the-top shooter that thrives on creativity and carnage. The game's skill shot system rewards outrageous kills, kicking enemies into spikes, blasting them mid-air, or slamming them into explosive traps. Points that you earn will allow you to unlock new weapons and upgrades, encouraging experimentation with a bizarre arsenal. The energy leash adds another layer, letting you yank enemies into brutal setups. The campaign blends dark humor, betrayal, and mayhem across a world that's both vibrant and ruined. This edition includes all DLCs, Overkill mode, which unlocks all weapons post-campaign, and an optional Duke Nukem voiceover with new lines. Visuals are upgraded with sharper textures and smoother performance. And beyond the story, there's a solid lineup of challenge and co-op maps to keep the chaos rolling. High above the clouds in 1912, the city of Columbia floats as a gleaming symbol of American exceptionalism. Beneath its majestic facade lies a society rotting with fanaticism, racism, and class warfare. Into this fractured paradise steps Booker DeWitt, a man with a violent past and one last shot at redemption. Find a girl named Elizabeth and bring her back. Elizabeth isn't just a captive, she's the key to tearing apart space and time itself. Her power to open rifts to parallel realities makes her both a miracle and a target. As you fight through rebels and monstrous machines, Elizabeth aids you by reshaping the battlefield in real time, summoning cover or weapons. Combat is fast and brutal, mixing traditional firearms with vigors, potent powers that let you hurl fire, control mines, or electrify foes. The city's Skyline transport system lets you leap into aerial skirmishes and ambush enemies from above, turning the battlefield into a vertical playground. But this isn't just a mission. It's a spiral into fractured identities, looping timelines, and truths that rewrite everything you thought you knew. What begins as a rescue becomes a reckoning. In a city gripped by decay and unrest, where corruption and fear lurk in every corner, a former royal protector finds himself cast into exile, falsely accused of a brutal crime that shattered the fragile peace. Imprisoned and left for dead, an otherworldly force intervenes, granting powers that defy natural laws, abilities that allow to bend time, traverse shadows, and flesh to one's will. Armed with these gifts, the journey unfolds into a delicate dance between stealth and confrontation, where every choice carves a unique path through a world rife with conspiracies and shifting alliances. As the hunt for truth and justice deepens, the surroundings tell stories of a city suffering under the weight of plague and political rot. Twisting alleys and towering rooftops offer both sanctuary and danger, inviting silent approaches as well as daring confrontations. The way forward is never simple. Decisions made echo far beyond personal survival, shaping the fate of countless lives and the very soul of the city itself. Trust becomes a scarce commodity, and allies may turn to foes as loyalties shift like shadows at dusk. More than a tale of revenge, this is a journey exploring the fragile boundary between humanity and the consuming darkness. Doom Eternal is a high-octane first-person shooter that serves as the sequel to the 2016 Doom reboot. Players once again step into the boots of the Doomslayer, a legendary warrior on a mission to rid Earth of an overwhelming demonic invasion. Set against sprawling, otherworldly backdrops, the game takes players to hell-infested cities, ancient ruins, and alien landscapes. The game introduces several new mechanics to enhance the fast-paced combat. Players wield an expanded arsenal of devastating weapons, including classics like the Super Shotgun, now equipped with a meat hook attachment that functions as a grappling tool, offering new ways to traverse environments and close the gap between foes. The addition of the Doomblade arm-mounted weapon and the shoulder-mounted equipment launcher, capable of firing grenades, ice bombs, or flames, further adds to the Slayer's arsenal. The gameplay focuses on strategic and aggressive combat, where enemies drop resources like health, ammo, or armor based on how they're defeated. Players must balance their use of powerful melee tools like the chainsaw and the new Crucible Blade, alongside ranged weapons like the ballista and plasma rifle to survive. In an alternate 1961, the United States lies crushed beneath the iron fist of a ruthless regime, its cities ravaged, and its people living under constant oppression. B.J. Blazkowicz, a battle-scarred veteran barely recovered from near-fatal wounds, refuses to surrender. He rises to lead a desperate resistance, determined to ignite a revolution and reclaim a stolen homeland. The path is fraught with danger, winding through devastated neighborhoods and hidden rebel safe houses, where trust is scarce and enemies lurk in every shadow. Alongside a diverse group of allies, Blazkowicz confronts relentless human soldiers and lethal robotic foes, wielding an arsenal of powerful weapons. The struggle intensifies as the fight extends beyond Earth's surface to a secret Nazi stronghold on Venus, where a critical mission to steal vital codes that could change the course of the war. The shootouts are intense and visceral, with each encounter pushing physical and mental limits. The environment itself offers relentless challenges, from treacherous terrain to advanced security systems designed to crush any hope of rebellion. Amid the turmoil, moments of humanity and personal reckoning surface as Blazkowicz grapples with his past and the heavy toll of his choices. This gripping story weaves together fierce resistance, profound sacrifice, and an unyielding spark of hope, painting a vivid portrait of a world on the brink of liberation, but only if courage and resilience can overcome overwhelming darkness. Far Cry 3 is a first-person shooter set on Rook Islands, a tropical archipelago overrun by pirates and mercenaries. You will play as Jason Brody, a young American whose vacation turns into a nightmare when he and his friends are kidnapped by the island's violent inhabitants. After escaping captivity, Jason embarks on a perilous journey to rescue his friends and find a way off the island. The game offers an expansive open world filled with diverse environments, from lush jungles to white sandy beaches. You can explore the island by using various vehicles, including dune buggies, jet skis, and hang gliders. The ecosystem is dynamic, featuring wildlife such as leopards and sharks, which interact with each other and the player, adding layers of unpredictability to the experience. Combat is versatile, allowing for both stealthy approaches and direct confrontations. The game incorporates role-playing elements with skill trees that enhance Jason's abilities in stealth, combat, and exploration. Crafting plays a significant role. By hunting animals and gathering plants, you can create items that will improve your abilities to fight back in this forbidden land. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world RPG set in the neon-lit dystopian Night City, a vast and intricate urban landscape filled with secrets, challenges, and dangerous factions. You play as V, a mercenary, navigating the treacherous world of cybernetic enhancement, corporate conspiracies, and gang wars. The game features a rich narrative where choices shape the outcome, and players can explore a futuristic city, engage in combat, hacking, and dialogue. Its branching storylines and multiple endings give it high replayability. The game has received substantial updates, including the Phantom Liberty expansion, which introduced new missions, areas, and a deepening story. The gameplay combines action-packed combat with exploration and customization, allowing players to upgrade V's abilities and equipment, including weapons, cyberware, and vehicles. Cyberpunk 2077 emphasizes freedom in how you approach missions, whether through brute force, stealth, or hacking. The immersive world is powered by cutting-edge visuals and an atmospheric soundtrack, offering a cyberpunk experience where your decisions matter in the face of a society crumbling under corporate greed and technological advancement. Robocop Rogue City is an immersive first-person action game that continues the narrative of the iconic Robocop franchise. Set between the events of Robocop 2 and Robocop 3. The game follows Robocop as he confronts corporate corruption, mercenaries, and rogue technologies threatening the future of Detroit. The story revolves around a deep conspiracy tied to the OCP Corporation's Project Afterlife, a resurrection program that leads to dangerous consequences. You'll be determined to uncover new threats, including rival robots and enhanced mercenaries, all while trying to maintain order in a crumbling city. Navigating dystopian Detroit, filled with neon lights and dark alleyways, will offer a mix of investigative elements and intense shootouts. The game's mechanics emphasize Robocop's tank-like movements, staying true to the original films, with sluggish, heavy steps that contrast with the fast-paced action typical of most first-person shooters. Dynamic shootouts offer various weapons, including the iconic Auto 9, along with an upgrade system that lets you customize Robocop's abilities. Borderlands 3 is a first-person shooter RPG developed by Gearbox Software and released in 2019. The game is set 7 years after the events of Borderlands 2 and introduces new characters while bringing back fan favorites. You will control one of 4 Vault Hunters who joined the Crimson Raiders to stop the Children of the Vault, a dangerous cult led by the Calypso twins. The gameplay stays true to the series' original style, offering a mix of fast-paced shooting, humor, and loot. You can equip an almost endless variety of guns and gear, with weapons that are procedurally generated, allowing for countless combinations. New mechanics such as wall mounting, crouch sliding, and various loot modes enhance the cooperative multiplayer experience, making it easier for friends to team up and take on waves of enemies together. Metro Exodus is the third installment in the Metro series, continuing the gripping journey of Artyom in a post-apocalyptic Russia. Following the events of Metro Last Light, the game takes place in 2035, where Artyom and his wife Anna embark on a dangerous journey to the east, leaving the decaying underground metro to explore the irradiated world above. Unlike its predecessors, Metro Exodus features vast open-world environments, offering players a blend of linear and sandbox gameplay. The story unfolds as Artyom and his companions travel on the Aurora, a steam locomotive, through diverse landscapes like snowy forests, barren deserts, and war-torn cities, while encountering hostile factions, mutated creatures, and survivors. Gameplay combines first-person shooting with stealth mechanics, as players craft resources, weapons, and ammunition to survive. The game encourages strategic play, with environmental elements such as time of day and weather affecting combat, allowing for both stealth and direct confrontation tactics. Throughout the journey, players are faced with moral choices that impact the story's progression, and their actions can shape the ending. Crysis Remastered throws you into a high-stakes mission on the Lingshan Islands, where what begins as a standard rescue turns into a clash against alien forces wielding advanced technology. You step into the role of Nomad, a member of an elite special ops unit equipped with the nanosuit, an experimental piece of gear that offers superhuman abilities. You can shift between increased strength, speed, or invisibility on the fly, letting you tackle each moment with a tailored approach. The world isn't built to funnel you down a single path. The island's dense jungles, military outposts, and alien-infested zones offer countless ways to approach your objectives. Whether you're silently picking off patrols from the treetops or crashing through enemy lines with brute force, the suit's flexibility opens up tactical freedom. Weapons can be customized on the go, adding silencers, grenade launchers, and more to fit the changing tempo of battle. Explosions tear through buildings, trees collapse under gunfire, and vehicles can be used, hijacked, or destroyed to shift the balance of power. The remaster brings sharper visuals, more refined lighting, and a noticeable bump in environmental detail, making the island feel more alive and reactive. A special Can It Run Crysis mode exists purely to push graphics hardware to its limits, a nod to the game's legacy as a benchmark title. Crysis Remastered doesn't just update a classic, it reintroduces it with modern polish while keeping its roots in freedom-driven action and bold experimentation intact. Atomic Heart is a first-person shooter. Set in an alternate 1950s Soviet Union, the game unfolds in Facility 3826, the nation's premier scientific research center. In this retrofuturistic world, scientific advancements have led to the creation of the Polymer, a liquid programmable module, and a networked artificial intelligence called Collective 1.0, linking robots for enhanced efficiency. The narrative takes a dark turn when a robot uprising plunges the facility into chaos. You will assume the role of Sergei Nechayev, equipped with a polymer glove, granting abilities such as telekinesis, freezing, shielding, and electricity manipulation. These powers can be combined with a diverse arsenal of melee and ranged weapons, which can be crafted and upgraded, using parts scavenged from defeated robots and household appliances. The game also features quick-time events and various challenges throughout the main campaign. Visually, Atomic Heart presents a unique and stunning aesthetic, blending Soviet-era design with futuristic elements. The art direction has been praised for its originality and attention to detail. In a realm where reality and the supernatural intertwine, a sudden and unprovoked coup shatters the delicate balance of power. The rightful ruler is overthrown by a mysterious figure claiming a bloodline to the throne, plunging the empire into turmoil. The once protected capital now stands vulnerable, its future uncertain. In the midst of the chaos, two individuals emerge, each bearing unique abilities bestowed by an enigmatic force. One is Corvo Attano, a former royal protector who possesses the power to bend time and space, manipulating the environment to his advantage. The other, the rightful heir, wields powers that can influence the minds of others and traverse shadows. Together, they embark on a journey to reclaim what was lost, navigating through cities marked by their own histories and secrets. But their journey is not straightforward. Every decision carries weight, and the consequences ripple through the world around them. As they delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding the coup, they uncover truths that challenge their perceptions and test their resolve. Allies and adversaries alike have their own motives, and trust becomes a precious commodity. In this tale, the boundaries of fate and free will intertwine, and the choices made will shape the legacy left behind. It's a story of power, betrayal, and the enduring quest for justice in a world teetering on the edge of change. Crysis II Remastered drops you into a fractured New York City, torn apart by an alien invasion and a deadly virus. Skyscrapers crumble, streets are abandoned, and the remnants of civilization echo with tension. You step into the boots of Alcatraz, a Marine who inherits the powerful Nanosuit 2.0, a piece of cutting-edge tech loaded not only with enhanced abilities, but with the memories and unfinished mission of its previous owner. The suit refines its powers into two core modes, armor for absorbing damage and stealth for slipping past enemies unnoticed. Strength and speed will kick in automatically through your actions, while a limited energy supply adds tactical weight to every move. Visually, the remaster brings sharper detail and atmosphere to every shattered street and alien-filled corridor, turning a city under siege into a dramatic, evolving battlefield. High on Life is a vibrant and quirky first-person shooter, co-created by Justin Roiland, the mind behind Rick and Morty. Its unique blend of humor, action, and sci-fi adventure quickly captured the gaming community's attention, becoming a standout title on Xbox Game Pass and a bestseller on Steam. In this offbeat sci-fi odyssey, you play as a young high school graduate whose peaceful existence is upended when Earth is invaded by the G3 cartel, a twisted alien drug syndicate. These intergalactic villains have a bizarre and horrifying goal, turning humans into narcotics. To save humanity, you join forces with the Gatlians, an eccentric species of sentient talking weapons. Each Gatlian comes with distinct personalities and specialized abilities, from rapid-fire attacks to explosive blasts, turning every skirmish into a wild ride. The universe of High on Life is expansive, offering a variety of alien worlds to explore, each teeming with distinct biomes, strange creatures, and peculiar inhabitants. Trepang 2 is a first-person shooter The game draws inspiration from mid-2000s shooters, delivering a blend of intense action and supernatural abilities. You will assume the role of Subject 106, an amnesiac super soldier who escapes from a clandestine facility operated by the Horizon Corporation. Enhanced with extraordinary powers, including invisibility and bullet time, Subject 106 embarks on a mission of vengeance, confronting both human adversaries and paranormal entities. The gameplay spotlights fast-paced, visceral combat, allowing players to execute stylish maneuvers and unleash devastation upon enemies. The inclusion of stealth mechanics and a bullet time feature adds strategic depth, enabling players to navigate encounters with tactical precision. The game's design pays homage to classic shooters, offering a nostalgic yet modernized experience. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard reshapes the survival horror genre with its bold return to core elements of terror, resource management, and atmospheric storytelling. The game distinguishes itself from previous installments by shifting to a tense first-person perspective, plunging players into a suffocating and chilling world where every creak of the floorboard feels ominous. The game follows Ethan Winters, an ordinary civilian with no combat training, who ventures into the backwoods of Louisiana in search of his missing wife, Mia. His investigation leads him to the decaying, grotesque Baker family estate, a nightmarish plantation riddled with secrets and unspeakable horrors. What begins as a desperate rescue mission spirals into a harrowing fight for survival against deranged foes, bioorganic monstrosities, and the mind-bending influence of a mysterious infection. A defining feature of Resident Evil 7 is its intricate narrative structure. Scattered VHS tapes found throughout the estate allow players to experience pivotal events from different perspectives, unraveling the twisted history of the Baker family and the origins of the bioweapon nightmare. These moments provide context to the main storyline, while offering some of the game's most intense sequences. Crysis 3 Remastered brings back the acclaimed first-person shooter with enhanced visuals and optimized performance for modern hardware. This edition focuses on the single-player campaign, delivering improved graphics and refined gameplay. You step into the role of Prophet, a super soldier equipped with a powerful nanosuit, armed with the versatile Predator bow, which can fire electric, explosive, and carbon arrows. You take on both human and alien threats. Your mission is to hunt down the alien Alpha Ceph and uncover the dark secrets behind the Cell Corporation. Set in a future New York City transformed into a dense urban rainforest under a massive nanodome, the game features diverse environments, from overgrown jungles to flooded streets, that serve as dynamic battlegrounds. The remastered version enhances these locations with high-resolution textures and improved lighting effects, creating a more visually striking experience. In the neon-soaked cityscape of Paradise, you step into the boots of Johnny Turbo, a half-human, half-machine bounty hunter on a mission to cleanse the city from the clutches of Sin, a rogue AI bent on domination. Armed with an arsenal that includes hidden arm rockets and a chainsaw embedded in your leg, you're equipped to tackle the augmented minions that stand in your way. The gameplay is a high-octane blend of fast-paced action and strategic combat. You'll navigate through diverse environments, from towering skyscrapers to gritty alleyways, utilizing abilities like wall running, dashing, and a grappling hook to outmaneuver enemies. The Turbo Time feature offers a fresh take on slow-motion mechanics, allowing for precise attacks during intense firefights. Your weaponry is as varied as it is deadly. From twin magnums that can lock onto multiple targets, to a boomer shotgun with an attached grenade launcher, each tool in your arsenal offers unique advantages. Turbo Overkill pays homage to classic first-person shooters while injecting its own brand of over-the-top action and cyberpunk aesthetics. The Darkness 2 is a first-person shooter that continues the story of Jackie Estacado, a mafia boss who wields the supernatural power known as the Darkness. Set 2 years after the original game, Jackie has become the dawn of the Franchetti crime family. Despite his rise in power, he remains haunted by the memory of his deceased girlfriend, Jenny Romano. To suppress the darkness within him, Jackie has sought the help of occultist Johnny Powell, who has assisted in containing his supernatural abilities. However, the darkness is eager to break free, leading Jackie down a path filled with chaos and destruction. In The Darkness 2, players control Jackie as he navigates a world filled with both human adversaries and demonic entities. Prey is a critically acclaimed first-person shooter set aboard the Talos 1 space station in 2032. You will assume the role of Morgan Yu, a scientist who wakes up to find the station overrun by hostile alien creatures known as the Typhon. The game revolves around Morgan's journey to uncover the mysteries surrounding the alien invasion and the sinister experiments that have taken place on the station. Set in a detailed and immersive environment, Prey combines exploration, puzzle solving, and combat in an open-world style that encourages player creativity. You can choose how to approach the game, whether through direct combat, stealth, or using the environment to their advantage. One of the standout features of the game is its neuromod system, which allows players to acquire alien powers or upgrade human abilities. This adds a deep layer of strategy, as players can choose to transform into objects to sneak past enemies or manipulate their environment to survive. Combat in Prey is intense and requires careful planning, as the Typhon creatures are not only numerous, but also highly adaptable. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you want to support the channel even more, grab me a coffee over at Buy Me a Coffee, link in the description. Catch you in the next one, and thanks for the support.